It's really an amazing experience. I knew nothing about her, very little about Jane going into this. And for those who don't know, well, for those who think they know her story, you're in for a real treat. And for those who know very little of her story, you're kind of in for a treat, because I think Jane is one of the most amazing people we have on this planet. And what she accomplished is so extraordinary. And the fact it was all captured on film, captured beautifully on 16 millimeters. It's a true treat.
I watched the film last night and I felt like I was in a time capsule. I felt like you kind of snapped your fingers and I was watching it in real time. And again, that footage is shot and it's these, I don't know, intimate pictures of Jane, and then the color, and you can see the novelty in her. I don't know, it's just something that's, it's weird. It kind of transcended cinema in a weird way, and I didn't know why I felt that emotionally.
Yeah. Well, the movie's shot by a man who would eventually become her husband, and he was falling in love with her as they were shooting the film. And so when we say that it's lovingly photographed, it truly is lovingly photographed. And if you find yourself, whether you're a man or a woman or pansexual, whatever you may be, if you find yourself falling for Jane, there's a good reason, because
Guilty.
So is the person behind the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you fall in love with Jane a little bit when you made this movie?
I think no. After I finished the film, I did, which I think benefited the film and my work experience. But neither, and I would say Jane, if she was here, would say the same thing. That since I finished the film, we both are enamored with one another. Having made the film, Jane didn't want anything to do with the film to start, and I was enamored by her when I saw her. When I first started looking at the images, I couldn't believe what I was looking at. I was like, it's like Meryl Streep when she's 26 years old. I mean, Jane was, you know, and I hate to objectify her, because what she achieved was essentially, she had to overcome all of that sort of gender objectification. But it's just a fact that Jane physically was stunning looking. And that certainly helped sell her work. And she talks about it in the film. She was well aware of it. I was in awe of her strength and her courage. But you know, when I went to interview her for the film, she was not that. She was a bit of a contrarian.
On the phone?
No, in person.
Oh, in person.
In person.
How
She was
so?
a bit contrarian. She just, you know, she didn't see why this film was being made. You see, she had done films. She didn't feel like there was anything left to do with that footage. She had never seen my work. Now, I have to say that Jane had, since then, now that she's seen the film, loves the film and thinks it's the only film anyone should ever watch, and thinks it's the only time it's ever been done right. But back then, she just didn't think it was possible to do it right using that footage.
Okay.
It really took 2.5 years of an immense and immersive sound design, coupled with hundreds of hours of color grading, to take this old footage and present it in a way that felt modern and new and fresh.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.